Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. If that intro looks staged, it was. All right, so here we are at 9:26. Oh, no, you're fine with the music. I talk over it. We got Led Zeppelin in the background. That's how we do it down here at the Marathon Service Department in Coburg, Oregon. That's the world headquarters of Marathon Coach. And I'm proud to bring you Coach 926 in the middle of its remodel. We've seen this coach before. We've seen this coach when it was for sale after the owners purchased it, and I know they're watching this morning, so I'd like to send a shout out to them. And I'd also like to send a shout out to our Florida guys that are watching and our Texas guys that are watching. And speaking of our Texas guys, some of them are here. I know Jafar is inside right now working with Danny, working on some Crestron training. And there's not a better coach to learn on than this one, because they're getting a full upgrade when it comes to their audio visual. But the flooring is being done today. And so we want to go inside and catch up with 926 on the remodel. We saw it for sale. Now we're seeing it in the middle of its reimagining. And then we're going to come back after it's done and do another show so we can give you the full story. But let's head on inside. Before we do, I want to show you this. This is the flooring that's going to be going inside that the owners selected. It's a bamboo, real hardwood floor. This thing will last forever. It's a great choice. Beautiful, beautiful gray bamboo hardwood. So let's head inside and see what the guys are doing. Watch your step coming in here. As you see in the cockpit, the co-pilot seat has been taken out. That's partly to do with the reflooring. And there's a lot of things dismantled. That's for the audio visual and the flooring. Got a new subfloor that just went in to put down that new floor. Let us know where you're watching from, everybody, and hope everyone had a good weekend. We're going to get right into 926. Let's head back and check out on what is going on back here with Danny. We'll come back through here. If we lose you on Wi-Fi, it's because we're inside the coach and we're in our service department, and sometimes that just happens. So stick with us. All right, we'll come back and we'll look at a few other things out here, but let's go to the back. All right, hope that Wi-Fi holds for us. How we doing? So far, so good? All right. So I'd like everyone to meet Jafar from our Texas location and Danny. A lot of you have probably seen Danny before on Marathon Mondays. You've been on before, haven't you?
I think I've been on one other time, yeah.
Yeah. So I know the owners are watching, and I know that there's a lot of people that are watching that have watched us talk about 926. From when it was for sale to when you guys started the remodel. Tell us what you guys are working on today.
Right now, we are working on a very elaborate Wi-Fi system for this coach. This is not like a normal Marathon Wi-Fi system. The customer does a lot of traveling back and forth between Canada and the United States, so we have dual cellular Wi-Fi modems in here. Also, wow. The customer also wants the ability to be able to pull into a park that already has Wi-Fi configured and be able to grab that and suck it into the coach. And we've never done that before here at Marathon. That's what this Wi-Fi Ranger is about. The customer specifically spec'd this out himself.
Oh, wow.
I gotta learn how to use it before I get it set up for him. And so that's what Jafar and I are working on right now. It's going to take us probably the rest of the day to get this whole thing configured, but when it does, he'll be able to flip these switches here back and forth to decide which one of these units he wants to use. This will always be the primary unit. This is where he wants to start every time.
For sure.
If he's in an area where he doesn't receive a wireless signal, then he'll be able to switch between either his Canadian or his US Verizon cellular modem. So he'll have internet at all times on this coach.
Wow, that's really cool. You know, another thing that's really cool is that, you know, we've talked a lot about this coach in remodel and all the audio visual that you've worked on for this coach, but this is one of those, another example of the owner coming to you and saying, hey, here's what I need, and we say, Absolutely, and then we figure out how to do it.
Right, exactly. And it's something that the customer's been real open with us during this process too. If something would have came along that was out of our realm or something we couldn't have pulled off, we could have just let him know, and he was okay with anything that we weren't able to actually make work. But so far, all of his requests have worked out for us.
That's great. That's great. So what other audio-visual upgrades have you worked on? Because I know it's been a lot in this coach.
So this coach got everything. He's going to be now, the whole entire system is going to be HD now. He's got all brand new TVs. We installed a DM switcher. This is for all of his HD content right here. It's a Crestron HD switcher. This goes to the room controllers and powers all the TVs, so everything will be HD. He's also getting a new Anthem receiver, so it'll be better audio in the salon zone. The salon slide out now has a Pioneer or an Anthem. It used to have a Pioneer, now it's got the new Anthem.
Sure.
And that's about it. I mean, I know that seems basic, but to install TVs and to hook up HDMI cables to everything and a network when a coach didn't have it, that's a big undertaking.
That is. And this, I mean, this coach is going to be like, the technology that's in this coach amongst other upgrades is going to be like 2019.
Oh no, it really is. The only real difference between this coach and our brand new coaches that are on right now is the brand new coaches get smart graphics, Crestron smart graphics, which this coach is a little different. And the other biggest change, I would have to say, well, besides this elaborate Wi-Fi system.
Yeah, what a cool system.
Yeah, those are the biggest changes, I think, between the two systems would be the smart graphics and this Wi-Fi system.
Well, for those of you watching, you know how important Wi-Fi is. We have some Wi-Fi issues from time to time with Marathon Mondays, so that's really cool.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. The other biggest difference between this coach and a brand new coach, this coach being an older coach 926, doesn't have an updated TechLink system.
Okay.
So in our modern day coaches, the TechLink systems provide feedback as far as like HVAC and lighting control. This coach won't receive that type of stuff. He would have to have updated the TechLink system in the coach. And we didn't do that on this.
But it just wasn't needed.
Right. Exactly.
That's great. That's great. Well, that's pretty exciting. I want to ask you a couple of questions. So welcome to the Coburg location.
Oh, thank you.
And before we went live, I asked you, and you said you've been with the company 2 years?
Yes, sir. I've been 2 years.
Tell us about the Texas location. I've never been to Texas. I know Greg Burton fairly well down there. He's our sales guy down there. Tell us about the Texas Marathon location.
We pretty much do everything in upgrades. My side is the Crestron and AD system. We do upgrades just like this coach. We had like coaches like this we did in Texas. We upgraded to HDMI systems. We upgraded TVs. We worked on TechLink too. We pretty much like do everything, and especially nowadays we have a really good crew going on down over there, and we pretty much do everything.
Oh, that's so great. And that's another example of how Marathon does it. You know, Jafar's, how long are you up here for?
Here in Oregon, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay for a week.
For a week?
Yeah.
That's excellent. So you're up here getting some additional training?
Some more training, and just to make sure whatever we do, we fix it right without having customers to come back to refix it.
Absolutely, the Marathon way.
Yeah, we're working on making getting better experience for the technicians in Texas.
Well, good deal. Well, you've been with Marathon a little bit longer than I have. I've only been 1.5 years, so you and I are the new guys. So, Danny, how long you been with Marathon?
In December it'll be 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, have you taking the time and bringing him in for a week on a job like this, that's really cool, and it says a lot about what Marathon does. Our Texas location is well known for their upgrades also. So if you are in the Texas area or in the South, that's a good spot to go. I know our Florida location also does some upgrades and remodels. So really appreciate you coming out and spending some time and taking the time out of your schedule. And I know it's almost break time for you guys, but I know the owners and the people that watch Marathon Mondays are really excited to see the reimagining, which is what I call this, you know, a reimagining. And this is an example, you know, the Wi-Fi and how far you take it. It's very personal to you guys to make sure that the customer is satisfied.
Oh, absolutely. Our goal doing any of this stuff is to make the customer happy. We want the customers to be happy. We want them to enjoy the product and to continue to purchase marathons.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, you guys, for your time.
Thanks, Mal.
Thanks for coming. Really appreciate you guys. Before we move forward, I want you to see this Backsplash. we did a pre-recorded. We were gonna do a little pre-recorded situation, but look at that beautiful new backsplash that the customers selected to go. It just runs with the whole theme of this coach. This laminate is beautiful too. When we get done with this coach, and I think I showed you on the previous video, this closet is so cool. I'm not going to show you right now, but when we get done with the remodel of this coach, I'll show you this closet because it's very versatile. It's got a lot of storage. This shower, take a look. There's more of that new backsplash in the water closet. All right, I'm gonna slip by you here. Another thing I like about this, it's got great storage, pantry, good size refrigerator in here. It's got that residential size refrigerator, of course the Advantium 120. This coach is just so, I'm really excited to see the floor in here. When Danny and Jafar get done with all of the upgrades, that'll be exciting. This was the original upholstery. Thanks again, guys.
No problem, Mel. Anytime.
This upholstery was original, and I really like how the new owners embraced that. And you saw that backsplash. It's almost a similar colors and patterns. It's really cool. I know Brenda Kraft has been working with the new owners, so a big shout out to Brenda on that. So here's the new floor. When I came down here about 45 minutes ago, they were putting in this new subfloor, and everything's been measured out, and I know they're getting ready to cut pieces of that floor, that gray bamboo that's going to go in here. So I'm excited. As you could tell, I don't know how many times I've said excited on this one, but this is a good example, and this is why we do Marathon Mondays, so that you guys can see you can purchase a pre-owned coach with really good bones and reimagine it for yourself. Come up with the, oh, I love it, but I don't like these 10, 11 things about it. Well, let's change it. Come into Texas, come into Florida, come to the world headquarters here in Coburg. Sit down with our designers and do some changes. So it's going to be fun to see when it gets done. Let's, I guess that's going to be it for today. Unless, and I wanted to thank Mickey Markovich, our assistant marketing manager. She is behind the camera today. And say hello to Todd, who's watching. Todd's got something else going on this morning, so Todd's not with us. Are there any comments or questions, Mickey, that you have seen fly over the screen while you've been doing the camera? I know that's not an easy thing to do.
Come to find out, it really isn't an easy thing to do. We have Kevin Roberts, who says he's going to purchase his marathon in Texas.
Excellent. Yeah, Kevin, go down and see Greg down there. He's Greg's got a good amount of inventory right now, and if he doesn't have it there, he can pull it from any of the other locations for you. So go see Greg.
Reginald loves the countertops. He thinks those are beautiful. CJ likes the makeover on the coach.
Yeah, I do too.
We have people from all over the country checking in. Murray says that Brenda has been awesome to work with. She really is awesome to work with.
Yes.
And she gets all the credit for the tile. Reginald wants to see more of the exterior.
Okay, well, let's go out and do that. That's why we're live.
I also saw something that came in a direct message, but come to find out it's hard to, okay, I can hold this and see what that was.
Mickey's multitasking right now. While she's doing that, I'll let you know, Brenda Kraft, Al Christensen, our design team, what a great team. And Murray, you said it right. They know how to source colors that work together and to make suggestions to you, the owner, on, hey, this might work or this might work. What do you think about this? Yeah, really cool. And I'm glad you're watching. It's my honor to show you this as it's your luxury home on wheels being remodeled. So it's my pleasure, and I'm really excited that you guys are watching.
All right, so we have some questions that maybe for follow-up later.
Yeah, any questions that I don't get to, you can email me direct at malw@marathoncoach.com. This coach is already sold, as you know, but we have a lot of coaches for sale. 1185 is a beautiful triple slide H that we just have in, and it's on our website, and you can contact me if you have any questions about it. And also one of my favorites that we have on the website from a pre-owned standpoint is 1031. Take a look at 1031. Dave Bash is finishing his inspection on it, and it also comes with a 6-month warranty. So that's pretty cool. Low miles with a warranty on Coach 1031. So let me know if you're interested in seeing some additional photos on that one.
All right, so why don't we close with showing the exterior. Reginald says he's thankful that we do the show every Monday. And Marie says you're right about that, Mal. Brenda has the tile the next day after we talked about it.
Oh, that's great. Well, Reginald, thank you so much for saying, hey, let's see the outside. I really like this coach. It's got really good graphics on the side and good colors, and the colors on the outside correspond to the colors on the inside. This is a well thought out coach, and like we've mentioned before on Marathon Mondays, the colors in this coach, the blue, but mostly the black and the gray, those colors which are the dominant colors, the black and the gray, those colors will look great 50 years from now. This coach will never look dated. The only reason the flooring is getting changed is out of preference. So, I'm excited to see that hardwood floor in here.
We have Linda Fortier who says our coach Charlie 730 is such a pleasure to take on the road since you remodeled her.
Oh, Linda, that's right. So Charlie is on the road, and we remember that episode, actually a couple of episodes. Well, that was another remodel story. So hopefully the owners of 926 will want to go on camera with us when they get to pick up their coach after it is finished, because this has been another great story of someone coming in and saying, hey, let's do it. Let's buy this coach, and let's put our own touches on it, just like Rick and Linda did with Charlie. So, and Rick and Linda, we miss you guys. I know Mickey and I talk about you from time to time. So anytime you're in the area, stop on in. We'd love to see you.
He's right about that.
There you go. Let's head on down here and take a look at the outside. All right. So the bay door is open, so you're going to get a little bit of glare, but I think we can walk around and really see. I know some awning. They were tightening the awning. They're making an awning adjustment this morning. It got quiet around here because it's break time. And another thing I'd like to do is really thank the guys in our service department here at the headquarters. They're very willing to allow Marathon Mondays to come in and invade their space, and well, like Danny and Jafar, to get on camera and talk to us about what they're working on. So big thanks to those guys in service. Very talented people that work here at Marathon, and we really appreciate us pushing our way in. Very, very cool coach. Let me shut this door because I want you to see. I really like. Oh, I think they might have it locked out for the work. We're going to leave it open. I really like how this swoops up. We'll get it outside when we do the show at the end. I don't want to mess with what the guys in service are doing. Well, there it is. A good check-in on 9/26. Congratulations to the owners who are investing money and time. And it's a time thing too, because you buy a new coach. You buy a coach, it's new to you. And then it's got to be here in service for a while. And, you know, I personally would be chomping at the bit to get in my coach and get out and enjoy it, especially in the summer. But kudos to them, and I applaud them for taking the time to get in and remodel it right away. So that it'll be a new coach to them. I'm really excited to see their reaction when it gets done. Last thing I want to say is big thanks to the 2 sales guys that helped out on this deal, because, you know, part of Marathon Mondays is communicating with all the sales guys. Casey Hess down in Florida. If you haven't met Casey, he's a great guy. He's been all over the South and all over the East Coast. So if you're in the Florida area, go in and see Casey. Go in and see Mark Cassio. Those guys down in our Florida location, they've got a wealth of knowledge. So big thank you to Casey and to Rod Johnston, who helped when the owners came up here to take a look at the coach, because Casey sold it to him out of the Florida location, but the coach was up here, and that's just an example of our sales guys working together to make the customers happy. So 9/26, looking good. All right, everybody, have a good Monday, have a good week. Don't forget to be yourself and do good things. That's my aim in life, and hope it is for you too. Take care, and I'm out. I'm out of here.